G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Reaper here with another stress-free stream. Finishing off the Rev Raptor. Sorry I wasn't able to stream last night. Had a sudden, rather nasty headache. Yeah, wasn't great, but we're here now. We're streaming. We're going to get this bad boy done. Previous stream, we got the body, the tail, and the head all done. Now we just need to do the limbs, and if we have some time, I might even give him some extra weapons. Because I'm not 100% certain. It seems like there's something that mounts there. I'm not sure if that's a gun or a booster. But we'll work it out. Let's get cracking. Okay, so... you know what? We'll just build... I was thinking of just cutting the parts out and just building each limb, because it's they're basically identical. You just mirror a certain part at the stage of construction, but no, I reckon we'll take our time. We'll build them one at a time. So I need frames F, L, and B. That is frame D. Yeah, that can be where... Alright, so don't need that. Don't need that yet. Will I need that for the limbs? I will need that at some point, so that can go there. So I need... So I definitely need B. It's just more caps. I'll probably need them at some point. Do I need E for the arms? Nope, doesn't look like I need E, so that can get out of the way. Look out, it's Newbie! Alright, so I need these frames. And how are you doing this fine evening, Newbie? Excellent. So it looks like I just need these frames to build the arms. Oof. I trust it went as comfortably as possible, knowing that being stuck... Was it the tube, or was it the not a tube one? Oh, yeah. And that weird warm feeling as it goes through you, and then all you taste is copper. So I need 18 and 16. That is L. I need a different frame. I'll try and get as many snippy noises right near the microphone. I'm just gonna have to sort of fiddle around here. Ah, yes. I was very much glad that when I had to have a CT scan, they're like, you probably want to go to the toilet first, because you're going to feel like you wet yourself, and some people tend to then do that. I'm like, okay, I want to avoid that, please, thank you. Alright, so I do actually need this frame. L9. Ah, luckily. They are just two identical pieces. I am really bad at speaking today. Which I'm mostly certain just comes from the fact that I don't think I've actually said any words today. Have I? No, I've, The benefits of being a massive hermit. You can go days without uttering a single word. And now I'm streaming, so... Yep. Words are hard, bacon smell good. These are words to live by. Now, I did try having my setup actually at my hobby desk until I realized that doing that means I would be physically unable to see my screen and then read chat. So for the moment, I'm just going to have to suffer with this. Is not the most comfortable setup. I'm sort of sitting on a wonky angle, but in saying that, it works, it's readable. I'll look at improving my actual hobby desk setup so I can have a, stream from there. Cleaning up these tiny parts again. There we go. Alright, so... this dibbly bit goes like that. This dibbly bit goes like that. And that should just go... in there. There we go. Alright, so it's got a little bit of give. There we are. One by really tiny claw. Ah. Wait, hang on. Did I just build that wrong? I didn't technically build that wrong, I think. I could just leave this one... yeah, you know what? That's going to be too difficult. So, I didn't read the instructions properly, being a dingus. But that's okay. Because I have to build two identical claws. So I will just leave that as is. And I'll build... so this is the thumb. Ah, yes, the things on top of things. Alright, so these are the thumb claws for the hands, I guess. I'm sure there's a technical term. I mean, you're not wrong. But it's 100% user error in this case, if I had actually just paid attention. Luckily, this piece... well, the hands are completely identical. You just build bits flipped. Alright, so I think I already used that frame. So this time I just have to pay careful attention that I'm putting the pieces together in the right orientation. There we go. Let's see if we can get a nice solid snap. No, that didn't work. Seems that there's a louder snip if I hold as far away from the cut as possible on the frame. But with these pieces being so small, I want to hold them like right up there so I don't send them into the void of the carpet. There we go. We'll just clean this piece up. Again, fairly clean cut. Alright. Now, once I clean this one up, just gotta be careful. I actually... Alright. There's... Yep, I immediately misplaced what I was doing. Alright. So... That one is actually that claw. So pay attention. Right, so claw goes down. There we go. And that should go like so. Ow! There we go. Okay. We have 2 thumbs. Alright, so I now need part F9 and B2. That's the L frame. I mean, at this point, I may as well just build them both at the same time. Which I didn't want to do, but now I've already started. So, F9. And F9. There we are. Just drop straight into... There we are. Just clean up the cuts. Where did that second... There it is. Ow. There we are. So what hobby projects does everyone else have on their tables? Are you also building Gundams, Zoids, traditional model kits? You're building a Lego kit. What plastic crack flows through your veins? We are cleaning these bits. I like these bits because they're a little bit larger, so I can get a better grip on them. I hate trying to clean up the really small parts, because I just know I'm going to stab myself doing that. And which Zoids do you have? Are you also nothing but Imperial, or are you a mix of Imperial and Republican Zoids? Is that not the part I needed? The instructions are not very clear on this one. So that way. Ah, yes. Yes, I know a few people who are like that. They have a stockpile of various model kits. There we go. So both of those are constructed identically. So I need L4. L4 and L2. I'll do them one at a time. Do you know which Zoids in particular that you could, well, that you have access to build? Because I can tell you which one, well, mostly accurately, which ones are Imperial, which ones are Republican. Or is it, yeah, so the Empire and the Republic. Which, of course, as I'm 99% certain I mentioned it, I realized I'd accidentally chosen the Empire again. Whether it's Star Wars, Warhammer, I always seem to end up on the Empire. Okay. Is there anything that's particularly different about these two pieces? Ah, yes, there is. There's a slight nick in them. Alright, so for this one I need this one. Okay, so I think they just meant to... A bit of an odd choice. So... so it looks like the two main fingers must sit still and all the movements just the thumb. It does the actual grabbing. Sort of expected the fingers to have more movement, but it feels like they want to be locked in place. Now there's a tiny little cap. There it is. This is probably one of the smallest parts of the entire build. Come on. There we go. And there is one hand done. You gotta hand it to him. See if we can get a nice... No. I will have a squiz. Let us have a look-see. Okay, we have 3 Liger Zeros. A Storm Tyrant fighting a Storm Sorter. Death Scorpion, D-Bison, 2 Mulgars, another Liger Zero, a Berserk Fury. Oh, a Gogulus. Okay, that's a couple of boxes there. Yeah, there's that'll keep you busy for a hot minute. So the Liger Zero it's a Republican Zoid, but it was originally designed by the Empire, and the Republicans stole it. So the base model, and then the 3... there's 3 armor sets. The Jaeger, the Schneider, and the Panzer. But there is actually a 4th one, the Liger Zero X, which was developed by the Empire when they got the means to produce Liger Zeros back. I am now forever calling that particular variant of the Liger Zero, it is now the Liger Zero Schnitty. Go and put her on just finger. Yep, there we go. It's just being a little fiddly. And then we put on the other finger. Again, just being a mite bit fiddly. There we go. Now I just need to find that tiny little cap piece that goes in the little dibbly bit. There we are. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the Zero X. It reminds me too much of the like how all console controllers from like the early 2000s, that you always had to get the one that was like translucent colored plastic. It looks like that's all they've done. They're like, oh, hey, we got the thing that was stolen from us back. Let's just make it that. I'm still hoping for a Death Soarer for the high-end series. Because we got the Death Stinger, and the Republican has the Gogulus. I'm like, come on, give us the Death Soarer. Need big boy. Alright, there's the hands. I should probably read instructions before doing things. Once again, I'm a dingus. Just gotta pry this piece back open. Now, can I get that? Is it gonna fit? Nope, I need to fully pull this part apart. Part apart. Okay. Now I put that in there. And simultaneously holding the pieces together, which always goes well. Doesn't involve in fumbling. Ow. And is definitely made easier by having a sharp piece. There we go. Yep, it's like I intended to do that the entire time. No stress. we'll just pull the other forearm back apart so I can get the hand onto it. Ow. My problem is I'm over-eager. I thought I could predict where the instructions were going to send me, and there was no prediction. Only pulling the part apart again. Well, this one's a much snugger fit. Ah! And immediately, no prediction, only Zoid. That pretty much sums it up whenever I make a mistake. There we go. And now back to fumbling trying to put this one together. Oh, I think I've got a better grip on this one. No, no, no. Fumble fingers. Fumble fingers. Alright. With one hand, hold it in, and with the other, snap the piece home. I said with the other. Damn, you gotta really line it up. But not too much that you lock it into place without locking the part into place. There we go. It doesn't work until it does. Alright, so we have both forearms. So now I need piece F3. And so I need one of these little dibbly bits. Whoop! Everything's caught on places. Oh no, he fell over. There we go. There we go. We'll just clean this cut up. That one wasn't terribly clean. There we are. Alright, so that sits there. Now I need this frame. I need part 6. There we go. And then that held like that. That bit goes. Seems pretty. Now that should just. When I get the part lined up properly. I said when I get the part lined up properly. There we go. So then that's there. Now I need part G4. Tiny little ball joint looking thing. Alright, so what goes... and I need to cut out parts... Don't you... it just rolled off the table, didn't it? Why am I built to suffer? Where did that go? I saw it happening and just sort of watched it happen. Alright, time to find out where that went. Found it. Alright, no one panic. The part has been found. We can continue on with the project. Alright, stay there. Don't move. What was I doing? Right. Part F2. There it is. Mate, you drop one thing and suddenly everything goes missing. There we go. Okay, so now this piece goes in here. Good. And then these pieces go together. Here we are. See if we can get a nice satisfying snap. Again, more of a crunch. And a cap. Clean up the cuts as usual. And then that should go that way. Oh, come on. Get. There. Ah, okay, I see how that works. Okay, so now I need frames A and B. It's frame B. Which one was frame A? F. That's L. There it is, A. So I need part 9. Oh, this frame's nearly done. Once I build the 2 arms, this frame can fly across the room for all I care. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. Excellent. So we have frame A9 goes on to B3. Okay, so A9. Oh, what sorcery is this talking about? Like, I am thoroughly confuzzled. Oh, hang on. Right. I getcha. Was slightly confused because there's two basically identical parts. Oh, ow. I'll see if I can show these off. Come on, camera. As you can see, one has a 3mm hole in it, the other does not. So if I build it with the... If I choose to build it with the hole, that'll be where I can mount a gun on the arm. Okay, good to know. Alright. So we have that. So that goes like so. That goes, so that's 1, 2, and then I just need 4. There we are. And then push those pieces together. And there we are. One completed arm. And that can just sit there. And now we do the same thing for the other arm. Got that far, so now we go back to get those frames out of the way. That one. Ah, okay, so I didn't technically cut that piece out in vain, because the parts are reversed. I still need that piece. And then on the A-frame, there'll be a different piece that I can use. Which is that bit right there. So I'll keep that handy. And then I need 2 and 3 from this frame. Oh, there was some satisfying snips. Very satisfying. There we are. I'm always surprised, like, in 40 minutes I've built an arm and a half. At this point, I don't know, like, would I be going significantly faster if I wasn't streaming the build, or is this finally showing me that even a relatively simple model kit takes a surprising amount of time? I suppose my only metric would be, were I to be building this off stream, I'd just have a show or a movie playing in the background. And I'd probably get through at least a couple of episodes. Alright, so that's them done. want to read carefully and do the thing. So I need part G6 again. But now instead of putting it through that piece, I put it through the opposite piece. Just gotta line the part up. Like a glove. And now for that tiny, tiny piece that I dropped before. Let's hope I don't drop it this time. Yeah, I can believe that. When I built the Great Saber, it easily took 6 hours. I think I was building it while I was working from home though, so it definitely didn't feel like it took 6 hours. There we go. Another bicep, I guess it is. Oh, hang on. I forgot to put on the armor panel. Silly me. I'm just not reading instructions today. We're just winging it. Although, as I'm not, gluing these parts down, just winging it isn't so much of an issue. Because you just pull the part back apart and go crazy. I have read that the Gojulus does take a fairly significant investment of time. There we are. Now he's got proper bicep armor. Where was I up to? So I've built that. Right, so now I need this piece again. That goes there. Now I need this frame, and here we go. Last piece of the frame. That is the A-frame. Complete! I don't know where that landed. I will worry about that later. I'm gonna laugh if I turn around and it's actually landed in my bin. Oh my god, is it? It didn't land in the bin. It landed right next to it, so partial credit. A-frame, full yeet. Yep. Whenever we finish a frame, full yeet. Okay, so that goes... Just want to make sure I've got this right, because that's going to be a pain in the rump otherwise. So that goes that way. Then we put the forearm on. Yep, everything is coming up Millhouse. Forearm assembled. And then we just need to put on a... Where did I put it? I'm going to put these out of the way for a second. Everything is indeed Millhouse. Or was I mumbling to myself and everything is coming up Millhouse didn't come through? Because it was meant to be everything is coming up Millhouse, but if it's everything is awesome, but now everything is Millhouse. You know what? Everything is now Millhouse. There we go. Put on the joint cap. There we are. Another arm completed. And down with the other one it goes. Nope, stop falling over. You don't get your limbs until you get all your limbs. Okay. Well, we have completed the arms. Time to begin on the legs. Alright. These are probably going to be a little bit more involved, being that they are the legs. And so it's... The arms race hasn't come to an end. It has not yet started, for the arms are not on. He's armless. Not totally harmless, though, because he does have, you know, 2 giant blades sticking out his back. Okay. Let's just reorganize the frames. What's that caught on? Okay, so I need... Just going to build these at the same time, because again, they're pretty much going to be identical. I just have to pay attention of which parts are mirrored and which parts are not. In before, I have to pull something apart because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, there we go. The big raptor claws. Oh, this frame's nearly finished too. Just a couple more parts. Where did I just put my... There it is. There we are. And the next one. Alright, 2 of those. Now we need the F frame, which are these 2 big ones. Now, is this just going to be... Yeah, it's just an entire leg in one go. I guess the next page is the other leg. You know what? Let's just build these one at a time, otherwise I'm going to be flipping backwards and forwards. So we need F14 and 15. 14. And 15. Okay, let's clean these bits up. Ooh, what's happening there? Well, seems like there was another ne'er-do-well in the SCA Discord. But joke's on them. We have amazing mods who look after the place. And everyone else can just get back on with looking after, worshipping the JPEGs. No, we're totally not. There we are. Now we need the E frame. What's this little frame over here? And I need parts. Oop. Jeez, I need parts from like so many different frames right now. So I need 12. Gotta say though, I don't think CIG is making a smart move running a free fly during the current patch. Like 3.17.1 is, it's not in a good place to the point where I would very much like to be streaming Star Citizen right now, but I just can't deal with the current patch. It is not in a good place. I'm very much in a holding pattern waiting for the next patch. And besides, Southern Cross Alliance, the org with which I am associated with, and Newbie as well, we're not a cult. The Plastic Crack Addicts may be a cult. I also have the Plastic Crack Addicts channel in my own Discord. Link is in the Twitch channel description. So if anyone wants to share their own plastic crack goodness, just chuck it in the Plastic Crack Addicts. Doesn't matter if it's, Warhammer, Gundam, Zoids. If it's plastic and you're addicted to it, and you want to show it off, go right ahead. Let everyone see the things that gives you the happy. Only technical terms here.
Victory point secured.
Oh, welcome, Old Man Zen. Just building the RevRaptor Zoid model kit here. I will never not read that in your Old Man Zen voice. What part am I my brain just fell out. Tends to happen a lot on stream. I'll just forget what I'm doing. Like, I'm holding the part that I needed to cut out, and my brain just... My brain just fell out. Case in point, I was just trying to describe my brain falling out while my brain was falling out. Far out. Yes, I'm not yet living impaired. Although this part is messing with my head. There we go. Alright, there. Don't need to do anything special there. Nope. Cool. Let's just get a nice crunch. Curses. That was meant to be a nice click. Ah, there we go. There we are. One by foot. And now we need the F-frame again. We need parts 12, 13. When building model kits, does anyone else have that moment where, you know, you go to cut a part and you're like, why isn't this cutting? And you realize you've already cut that particular part. Because it happens to me annoyingly often. I'm like, I snip it, I lose concentration, I go back, I try to hit the same thing, I'm like, nothing's happening. Why won't the piece release? And part 13, there we are. Yes, thankfully Zoids don't require glue, otherwise I know 110% I would glue myself to the Zoid or to the table or to myself. Something tells me this plastic isn't ideal for plastic glue, so it would be super glue, and yeah, that always just gets messy. There we go, just cleaning up the part, and there was a tiny part. There we go. Why does that sound vaguely familiar? Red Zoid 1, Red... Which presentation do you refer to, newbie? Because that sounds familiar and it's bothering me. Because I can't work out where it's from. Red 1. Was that the CitizenCon where they showed the seamless was it space to ground, or was that not that CitizenCon? Kind of hard to tell now. There's been that many Chris Robertsisms. Where does the man end and the meme begin? Oh, Delamar. We'll get Delamar soon. Where does this piece go? That's weird. How does that work? Oh, I don't like that. Alright, another... Hold it still and pray that it stays there. Nope. Oh. Alright, maybe I'll just try the... there we go. Now get that piece in there. And trap it as the part comes together. we are. And then the other piece should hold it in place. Excellent. The C-frame. Is that big one? Yes! I mean, I'm sure everyone... Gamescom demo from 7 years ago. Wow. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to Delamar coming back to Star Citizen for various reasons, but for me, it'll always be that one really chirpy ATC guy. Like, I always saw that Delamar was just... I mean, well, Levski and specifically... It's just Grimhex, but with delusions of grandeur. But you can get the exact same vibe from Grimhex. But... Newbie, as soon as you say buff mechanic girl, that's how you summon Snake. Like that's the summoning ritual for Snake. This looks like I've got a... Yep, tiny little piece again. There we go. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Didn't drop it. Oh no, it wasn't a clean cut. I'll just scrape the cut there. That's better. Alright. Where are we going? That way. What? How does that just rest? What on earth am I doing? Right, so if I hold it like that... Ah, so that goes on second. Oh, it hinges! Alright, I learned a thing. You know what? Yes, that would also summon Snake. You make a Metal Gear reference or talk about buff mechanic chicks, either one will summon him. No Control Z necessary. Alright, there we are. I reckon I'm... Which piece is that? This is the thigh piece. Well, that's the thigh piece. Now it looks like I'm building... No, sorry, not the thigh, that's the calf. I understand anatomy. There we go. Ooh. Sorry, I will be right back in just a moment. My 3D printer just finished. I am back, and the print was successful. It was a custom piece for a friend to use in D&D, which Old Man Zen will be aware of that project. Annoyingly, it took me a few attempts to get this one to work as the print wouldn't stick to the plate, but this attempt worked, so I wanted to get it straight out and washed and cured as quickly as possible. There we go. Is that... I think that's all the way. Okay. Well, this bit's smidge complicated. So we need the big frames. Oh no. You'll have to keep me up to date. Usually if my character is required to defend someone's argument, that's not good. I play a kobold necromancer with delusions of grandeur. You shouldn't want him defending your point. He's the 3 foot tall lizard wizard. Oh no, I know exactly what you refer to. Oh dear. There's gonna be some cleanup. Clean up on aisle 1. You'll have to... Of course. Yeah, you'll have to give me the full update. Ah, my brain just fell out again. What am I doing? I need that piece, and I need this frame. I think at this point my brain's just completely gone. I might need to make a coffee at some point, but I think it might be a little too early to call a break just yet. Oh wow. Already gone for an hour and 15. That certainly flies past. Alright, so that piece goes... No. That piece goes there. That piece goes there. Make sure I've got the... I mean, a radioactive brain cell can only be good things, can it not? mean, the Incredible Hulk has radioactive brain cells, and look at him. He is the big smart. I think that 1, 2... Yep, cool. Everything is going according to plan. Ow. There we are. Most of the leg is completed. Now we need this frame again. You'll have to send me all the details then. Send me on Discord. I'll need a full update. Hopefully I should actually be attending this week. Hopefully. I just gotta hope my health holds out again, because far out, that last week was rough. Had to wear a 7-day heart monitor, and well, apart from the fact that the sticky electrode pads, they were meant to be sensitive skin rated. They were not that. Not at all. Or at the very least, not sensitive enough. Like my skin, my chest is still covered in like horrific acne scarring over a week later. It's not over a week later. I only had it taken off Friday. That's right. Then we need this frame again. Wait, what? No, wrong frame. That frame. F6. Plus the constantly being tangled up in the cables did not make for a very good sleep pattern. I think it might be why I was having such a bad headache last night. Got a mad case of, I think it's sleep debt. Ooh, hang on. Nope, that bit's upside down. There we are. I guess there must be like cooling veins on the leg. Go. So we built that. Oh yay, another microscopic piece. I do love those. I'm choosing to ignore that pun. And I will not admit that when I realized what it was, that I may have chuckled. Ah! I hate that. Stop being correct, newbie. Oh, now I can attach the foot. Oh, that's fiddly. There we go. Should stand up under its own balance. Is that... Must be a tiny piece somewhere. No? Oh, yep, there it is. Cool. Thought as much. Push that part in there. And here we go. I think that's the... Another frame. Where'd that one land? In the neighborhood of the bin. Now we put on the joint caps. Oh. This frame is just about to get yeeted too. Whoop. I didn't drop it on the ground. You can't prove anything. I want my lawyer. One. Well, that depends. Are you going to drop the lawyer on the carpet and, you know, make it really hard to find? Which ground will it be dropped on? Because if the lawyer's a colour that doesn't just meld in with the carpet, I should be able to find him. Or her. I mean, if we don't have Pokemon to go into the tall grass, does the lawyer then provide us our starter Pokemon, and that's how we start our journey? We saved a lawyer in the tall grass. Another frame. I didn't just throw that at my face. You can't prove anything. Far out. Jeez, the legs have so many of these joint caps. Well, that would be most rude. And despite the fact that that is 100% something that should be done, no. But if you do, I think everyone will get a nice chuckle from it. I mean, this is the stress-free stream. I don't make the rules, just go ham. As long as you're not one of those bots selling followers, in which case, murder them. Honestly, Darktide doesn't really interest me. It's just another, you know, Left 4 Dead style horde shooter, and I already have Space Hulk Deathwing. I'm much more interested in... Owlcat Games are making a... basically a one-to-one recreation of the Rogue Trader RPG, which is the same system as Dark Heresy and things like that. So that they're going to be making a PC game of that. Yes, you should, newbie. And then we'll get Snake and... Who else was it that wanted to play? I want to say... It was either him or Argus. I'm pretty sure it was Axior, though. And then we can all run around with heavy flamers and melt each other's graphics cards. Great googly moogly. There we are. A leg has been completed. Oh shit. We are coming up to the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. God damn it, I read that in the voice of Russian Badger. I can just hear that meme in my head now. So this piece is pretty much completely identical to the other foot, and then I start mirroring things. I see what you did there, newbie. You may have one internet cookie. Take it easy, Zen. I'll catch you in sometime between now and our next D&D session. Yes, when it is the world of tomorrow! Alright. Now, how to do... Ah, there we are. I could look at the instructions, but this piece is just really simple. I just had to find the right orientation. There we go. Alright. Now to actually pay attention to the instructions before I make a dingus of myself. Alright, so we need the E-frame. Which one's the E-frame? This one right here. So I need... Oop, hang on. I think it's time for another framing yeet. Because once I cut this piece out, hopefully this time I don't just throw it straight into my schnoz. Frame yeet. Getting pretty good at that. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. that he does. I swear, every D&D party has that one character who, is not a tank, should not tank, and yet continually tanks. Okay, now let's get these bitch doing the thing. So, wedge that down. Wedge that in. There we are. And then we just need the other... Oh, wow. Can definitely tell I'm getting close to the finish point of this, because another frame. Yeet! Take it easy, Zen. I'll catch you sometime between now and then. There we go. And we put that together. Hang on, why didn't that work? Is that? Ah. Right when you think a piece is just the way you want it, it decides to make fun of you. Now I've got to pull this part again. I remember you mentioning it. I can't remember the details of it blowing yourself up. Ow! regale me while I pull this foot apart. Because I meant to do this. Okay, level 20 fireball scroll. Okay. That's a recipe for disaster. Please continue. There we go. That's how that should work. Okay, yeah, that's fair. So, yes, I see you are threatening me, and I raise you gun. 100 D20. How did that happen? Did he shoot the scroll? Okay. And did it backfire and blow up, or like where did the explosion come from? Ah. So where does the level 20 fireball scroll come into it? Ah. So you died blowing yourself up after the gun. Oh, so your previous character blew yourself up, and because of that, everyone's like, let's give Newbie the danger gun. Do I have that correct? Yet. Ah, yes. Oh, okay, so you blew up, you died, you're no longer unalive, and now because you have previously blown up, everyone thinks that you are the safest person to give the Doomsday gun to. Alright, I believe I'm following the tale now. Is it a lightning can't strike twice situation? You've already blown up. There's no way you could possibly blow up a second time. I mean, I've definitely seen stranger trains of thoughts. I remember my last Dark Heresy character. Everyone was like, no, there's no way he could possibly suffer any more after being stabbed by a demon of the blood god so hard that he burned a fate point. Because one of our psychers screwed up and summoned said bloodletter, and then our other of two psychers screwed up a psychic test, and all my bones and muscles atrophied and broke it, and then quickly re-knitted themselves. So he was in a lot of constant pain. It was like, he can't suffer anymore. And then he got blown up by a anti-ship missile on a landing pad on the side of a city 3 kilometers above ground level. Yeah, he wasn't getting out of that. Oh, I just read your description of that. That's a big boom. Also, +1 internets for the Ramiel reference. Should be tiny little thruster bit. Yeah, in that goes. Close that. Now we build. Oh, we're getting close. Takes 2 rounds of fire. First round you trigger it. Second round you aim fire. Party was suggesting I trigger it, yeet it, and Misty Step away, but Misty Step is only 30 feet. Oof. Could you throw it, throw it, then move? Because Misty Step's a bonus action, so you could throw it, move, and Misty Step. Because I too have Misty Step. If you play a wizard of any type and you don't have Misty Step, you're just begging to get dead. Ah. Well, what's the chance of the gun actually being usable? Like, it has a chance of backfiring. What's the chance? Like, if you can mitigate that... Ah. So, you just know that it has a chance of backfiring, but it could also be a really powerful weapon. That does complicate things. But then you said you don't actually have the cannon because you didn't have enough gold. Am I right? Did I read that wrong? Oh, wow. $100 gold pieces to fire it. You know what? That's fair. I mean, considering the cost of just firing the weapon, that's intense. Especially with that risk, like, as soon as you roll a critical fail, like, your character's just dead. I can't think of many characters that could survive that much damage without some sort of pre-planned shenanigans. Alright, now this piece was a little complicated. Whoop, I think. Yep, here we are. And cut that piece out. Another frame. And it's gone. Just make sure that's... There we go. That goes where it belongs. Hold that piece. That bit goes there. Wait, hang on. No, it doesn't. That bit goes there. Helps if I hold the piece the correct way. There we go. Let's get some nice crunches in there, or the pieces snap together. The C-frame, which is this one. Oh, that was a very unclean cut. There we go. Which way does that go on? That way. There we go. Then we just need a couple of pieces left on this frame, and this one also gets chucked across the room. There we are. Clean that piece up. Yes, that's right. And what am I doing now? So that's them. Which pieces do I need here? Oh, I'm a dingus. I didn't put the armor pieces on the other leg. Oh well. So we need 15 and... I'll just do that now. Handy when limbs are basically just the complete opposite. You just flip a certain piece around to change the side, because then when you realise you missed a step, you can just go back and finish it off. And 18... Go. Now put the same panels on this leg. There we go. And is this the final piece of it? Yes, it is. Frame yeeted. Now we connect the foot. What am I? Ah, right. These two tiny little pieces. This bit. Ow. There we are, and this little cap. Another one down. There we are. Now we start putting on these last few. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there must be a few spares somewhere. Unless they just make these frames in set numbers. That's one. We're very nearly finished. I don't think I'll build the extra weapon set that I have on stream. I might just build that separately because I need to determine which ones I'm actually going to use. There we go. Just a few more to go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. I'll just get this boy finished, and then I'll take some photos of the Rev Raptor next to my 2 other Zoids. As for what I'll do, because I want to get back into a proper schedule. Wednesdays are going to be my hobby day. So what I'll do next Wednesday, don't know. I'll try and have a better setup at my actual hobby desk, not just half of my computer desk. Because I did a test setup to see how it would work, and I just need to work out a way so I can actually see Streamlabs. So what I might do is I'll see if I can set my laptop up and just use that to stream. There we go. Because my laptop is small. One more piece, and then I just need to add in the Zoid core, and I seriously don't know if that's a weapon or not. Look out! It's Snake! Obviously, we didn't mention buff mechanic chicks enough to summon you earlier. Okay, that's both legs. Let's build this unknown. Now, why do I have an extra piece here? Where does that go? Ah, on the other bicep. And while this frame does have 2 pieces on it, they're optional. And off they go. There we are. So that's all the limbs. Just need to build this sort of looks like a weapon, but it could just be a booster, because the Rev Raptor is not meant to inherently have ranged weapons. Despite the fact that in the anime, Rev Raptors are always shown with small blasters, the Rev Raptor itself was only meant to have melee weapons. So I don't know if this is actually a weapon or a... I reckon it's a booster. Once I've assembled it, I'll let everyone else decide. See if it looks like a cannon or a booster. Am I meant to do anything? No, that just goes... Pop goes the weasel. I think you'll find that's the cannon that we ban naughty newbies with. You cannot escape the ban, newbie. It's always coming. Is that bit going there? Yes. And the piece doesn't quite look the same in the instructions as it does. Take it easy, man. Thanks for dropping by. I will catch you in the future. Another frame. Also, leaving the stream. There we go. Snap that in. Bring this over. We'll just pull the... Nope, don't need to pull that out. What I did. Well, let's... Ow! Alright, where did I put that? Right there. The Zoid Whoop! Don't you go flying everywhere. I need you to stay. And the pilot. Very small very small pilot. Yeah, so we'll just put the pilot there for a second. We'll start putting on all the limbs. So we'll start with the legs. And now, to fight with the posing of the feet to get him to... There we go. And the other arm. So there is the raptor. Now we take this piece, and we take the Zoid core. Just gotta spin it. There we are. Small. Just get that wedged in there. There's a little. So that just locks into place. There's a small peg there. We drop the core into the Zoid. We take whatever the fuck this is. And we place it there, which holds everything in, well, sort of holds everything in place. It'll stop it lifting out easily. Yeah, the more I look at it, it does look like there's a... Unfortunately, my camera's not the best. It's not focusing properly. It does look like that's a thruster. So, yes, I don't think it inherently has a ranged weapon. So I'll have to upgrade it. Try and get him into a nice pose. And then we open up the cockpit. Drop the pilot inside. Close the cockpit. And there we are. The Rev Raptor is complete. Ah, you Well, funny you should say that. Let me just grab the... So this is the upgrade set that I got. So I'm going to give him one of these guns. But I'm just looking at it. The Rev Raptor is quite small. So... I know there's some small cannons in this set. I don't think I'm going to give him one of the larger cannons, because he'll just tip over. Just gotta... Either way, the Rev Raptor is done. It's so small. You know what? I'll quickly go grab some other kits just for... size comparison. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so for some size comparisons, here we have the Zoid's Great Saber. Jesus Christ, there is a significant difference in size between these two. I'll take some photos, so some nice close-ups, but there is a noticeable difference in size between those. And for comparison to another giant robot franchise, we have the Gundam Death Scythe Hell. This is the Master Grade version. The Gundam itself, it's probably not too much. He's not too much bigger than the Rev Raptor. See if I can get that. Ah, I just knocked off a skirt. Every time. There we go. That's better. So, yeah, the Rev Raptor, probably closer in scale to the Master Grade Gundam. I mean, I know it's the same scale as the Great Saber. It looks so small. I'm gonna try and snap that piece back on. Although in saying that, I think the Gundam is the wrong, is obviously the wrong scale compared to the Zoids. These are 172. I can't remember what the Master Grade is. I can't actually remember if I built it so his cockpit can open. I'm just going to try and fiddle the cockpit open. I can't remember how to do that. Or even if this kit has an opening cockpit. But I'm pretty sure the pilot figures are quite different in scale. So I think... What? Why do I constantly knock these skirt pieces off the Gundam? Anyway. He's not going to want to stand up now, is he? There we go, fix your pose. I mean, when they're, what? You know, 30 meters tall or what have you, you kind of can't, you can't not. So let's get a nice... Small. And get the Gundam over here. That looks really nice. I'm really proud of that. I love how the Rev Raptor's turned out. He's a small chompy boy. I kind of want to get a second one and just have a pair of Rev Raptors. But that'll be for future investments and things. So I think with that, with the Rev Raptor complete, we'll wrap it up there. I'd like to thank everyone for dropping by the stream. If you did enjoy your time here, feel free to drop a follow. I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings, starting at around 6 PM Melbourne time. Why didn't I think of that? If you want to keep up to date, you can follow me on the Twitters. I am now one of the people who use that. And I'll post hobby progress things on my Instagram. Links to both should be in my Twitch channel description. And other than that... again, thank you everyone for dropping by. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next time.